Hello everyone, in this video I'll present some comps to farm Lotto in the first phase of GilFest 2020. First, let's take a look at the node we will be farming. This node is exclusively Lancer and Berserker, which means it's impossible to arts loop, and quick looping requires Dantes or Lancelot. Moreover, the second wave has a 80k plus HP Dragon, which limits a lot farming compositions. The final wave has a 100k HP Berserker Caligula and a 160 HP Romulus. This limits the use of a single target on the final wave. In addition to all that, there are very few free-to-play sabers with a charge heal, which makes free-to-play farming extremely difficult. The comps I will be presenting focus on maximizing the number of drop Cs. I will only be covering 4 and 5 Cs comps. Links to the comps are in the description. This first team is very free-to-play friendly, however it uses a single target on the last wave, which means you have to count on face cards to finish off Caligula. You can make a few variations. If you have AoE sabers such as Arthur or Gawain, you can use a non-MLB imaginary element. Arthur is particularly good since the second wave has a giant dragon. If you have Artoria or Mordred, you can use 50% charge Cs, but at that point I'd recommend more using comps with the 5 drop Cs. For the first wave, simply use F2P with his third skill, and don't forget to use Chacha's first skill. For the second wave, we simply pop Waver's second and third skill and NP. Note that if you don't use better AoEs than Chacha, you will most likely need to face card this wave. For the last wave, you basically lose every single skill you have on Bedivere, his NP will most definitely kill a Romulus. All you need to do now is to fetch for Brave Chains to clear Caligula. The second comp is way more consistent than the first one, but uses a high level NP of Mordred or Artoria. You can use a 5C comp at the cost of losing some consistency, at least if you have your own waiver. The idea behind this comp is to use Artoria or Mordred's overcharge to loop their NP twice. I'd recommend this comp if you have waiver or Skadi, or even a high level NP Artoria or Mordred. For the 4C version, we start with the same thing, Arash NP. If you use Artoria, you can pop her first skill here. Again, we use both waiver skills on Artoria and NP. For the final wave, we lose all the skill available on Artoria or Mordred, without forgetting the Mystic Code. They should be really close to finishing our Romulus without needing any face cards. For the 5C version, we basically do the same thing, except we don't have Arash, so we have to manually swap in Shakespeare for the last wave. These last two comps are basically Skadi comps that don't require 2 Skadis, by using another servant to clear the first wave. Caesar can be replaced by any support servants, such as for example Alexander. If you have 20% chargers like Elena or Santa Altera, you can use the default Mystic Code to get more damage on the last wave. Like before, the 5C version of this comp manually swaps in Skadi. If you don't have your own waiver, you can use Elena, but you'll have to use a case cup for Lancelot. Again, Arash clears the first wave. On the second wave, you use Skadi's first skill on Lancelot, pop his second and third skill, and charge him with Domestic Code. In the final wave, you can shuffle Lancelot's cards if you don't have them, then use Skadi's defense down and charge on Lancelot, as well as Seizure's skill. You will need to face cards a lot this way. This time, use Waver's second and third skill on the first wave with your charger. If you use an imaginary element, you'll need to use Waver's first skill on Lancelot, then swap in Skadi and repeat the same process as the first time.